Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be episode 3 of the road to the 700 pound deadlift. Today we're going for a 500 pound conventional AMRAP. I have no particular goal in mind, just at least 15 reps, but if I get 20, that will be an all-time PR. So I'll be very happy if I get that. We're doing the, I want to call it the elephant bar setup, when the plates are set up at the ends of the bar. Those usually makes it a little easier to break off the ground, but the whippiness in the length of the bar makes it harder to stabilize and keep upright when it's constantly dragging you back and forth. And how many reps I get in this session would determine the next 2 rep max I would do. If I get a lot of reps, next episode I would go in for a 620 for a double. That'll be a PR, all-time PR for that. But if I don't get the at least 15 reps, I'll do slightly heavier weight. Probably 625, 630 for just a single. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna start warming up now. See how I'm feeling. Let's get this. So, I thought, while I'm warming up, I'll show you guys how I normally set up for deadlifting, how and my general technique and how I pull. There's generally 2 ways how I pull for conventional deadlifts. I use the same grip width with both ways, but my foot placement changes. So I have a narrow foot stance and a wider foot stance. Depending on which stance I use, depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling very sluggish, I'll use a much wider stance. It decreases the range of motion, and I can really drive outward with my legs. I can really sink my hips down and pull up with the bar. But if I'm feeling very explosive, I narrow my stance, and that allows me to use my leverage more with the explosiveness of what I'm feeling. With heavier weights, I normally just use the wider stance. If you ever watch my videos, you might notice my stance changing mid-sets. For breaking the weight off the ground and back placement, I have my torso compared to my legs and arms is much longer in ratio. I have pretty short legs and arms, so I like to have my, when I'm pulling the entire back, slightly rounded. A big problem, but that some lifters do is that they deadlift with a rounded back, but their starting position is they have a straight back, so they don't properly pull the slack out of the bar and their back. You have to get as tight as possible. When they're saying when the people are telling you to get as tight as possible, that means to get all that slack out of your back. But as you can see, my completely upper back, I round my upper back towards the bar, which shortens my my spine, so I don't have to bend my knees as much to bend over. I can just bend my back forward. And my back stays in the exact same position throughout the entire lift. What hurts you is when you try to deadlift with straight back and then your whole back isn't as tight as it should be, and then that energy leaks out your lower back. You start bending. You start bending forward. Oh, you gotta really take that slack out of there, just like the barbell. But that's generally how I deadlift. Yeah, having a rounded back isn't bad for your form. It's just when you have slack in your back, when you put all that weight on your lower back. How I think of it is I think about pulling with my upper back. I pull with my shoulders. And when you get to the knees, sternum up. That's just a couple of the cues, I think. Warm-ups are done. 500 pounds is loaded up. Let's do this. .500 pounds for 14 reps. That was 1 rep short than I wanted to. I did miscount. I'm pretty sure I could have got at least 2 to 3 more if I grinded them out, but I'm happy with 14. I'm gonna keep moving as planned and go for a 620 for a double. I think that's pretty reasonable. And after that, I might, if I keep getting stronger, and I keep moving weights heavy pretty fast, I might gun for a 660 deadlift within the next couple of weeks. 300 kilos for conventionally would be pretty big for my age and weight class. That's getting close to the sumo world record. That'll be pretty exciting. But that was deadlifts. I'm going to be transitioning over to benching now. I'm not going to go heavy. It's going to be a pretty light session. See you guys in the next one. Peace.